All righty. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I am here with Sarah Smith with the CPC
That's
of
right.
Meridian. See, I had to make sure I get it right. Not CDC, not CP. What was the other one that you said?
Not CPS,
Not
not
CPS.
CDC,
Right.
but CPC of Meridian.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us today. So, they're having their first annual Fam Jam this Saturday. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, so we're going to have live music from 10 until 4, pretty much all day Saturday at City Hall lawn. We're going to have more than 40 vendors available, including
Nice.
food trucks, artists, crafters, people who make little crochet animals, people who are quilters, jewelry, all
Wow.
sorts of great things are going to be happening. And a kid zone, so this is a family-friendly environment to be in. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your picnic blankets, because we're going to be set up having fun all day long.
Awesome. Is that right there on City Lawn?
Yep, right around the corner from WTOK.
Okay. So, what was the reasoning behind having this Fam Jam?
Honestly, not even a couple years ago, we had an event locally that was done for us, a bluegrass kind of festival, worship night.
Right.
And I was like, you know what, Meridian really loves music and food and getting together. And I said, why not do like a family-friendly version of that
Right.
in the fall sometime and get some live music going, some good food going, and we'll call it Fam Jam.
Right.
And so we made it happen with a lot of people committing to making this a wonderful event. A lot of great silent auction prizes.
Oh, I was
Oh
gonna-
my goodness. Please visit that event page and look at the description because there's tons and even more coming too. So.
Really? See, I wasn't going to mention it because, you have to be silent about the auction,
we're
but
gonna-
is there anything you can disclose what's happening or with the silent, what's going to be in there?
So you don't have to be silent. If you've never done a silent auction before, we'll have these items laid out on the table and there'll be bidder sheets at each thing. And so there are going to be things like food, daily grind. There's things from Ace Hardware involved. There's going to be experiences like an overnight at the 3-foot and 1-hour flight over Meridian and your home.
Wow.
I mean, that alone to me is like worth all the bidding because, I mean, a lot of people have never even flown in a plane before.
Right,
So
right.
how cool is that to be in a little private plane and get an aerial view of the Queen City and take pictures? It'd be, that'd be a great engagement opportunity.
It would be. It would be. Now, again, this is their first annual, so everything, you want to be there for that because it could probably be the best thing you've ever experienced this weekend. Any favorite vendors that you personally like that's going to be there?
Well, I have my friends that are going to be showing up that are going to be selling their quilts, like Purple Sparrow. She's my fave. And a lot of people who are doing art.
Okay.
Art by Sydney will be happening. She's a local artist. And I have invited people like Lorenzo Harry. I hope you're watching.
Yes.
Because I hope you'll be
Yes.
there.
Done a couple stories on Lorenzo. Lindsay, love Lindsay.
Lindsay's making faces at us in the background. But it's always fun to come up here and talk with you guys about the great things happening in our city because there's a lot of good things happening,
Right, exactly. Any great food places that are locally?
Ooh, Don P's will be there.
Okay.
Mando's is supposed to be there.
Ooh.
Southern Magnolia Sweets. People that are selling baked goods like cakes and candies.
I need me some cookies. I love the cookies.
ooh, yeah, big old chocolate chunk cookie.
Right. So let's see here. We want to get some more out of it. Any live music artists that's going to be there that
Yes.
we know?
So absolutely, if you've been hanging around Meridian anytime recently, you know Daniel House.
Yes.
Couch in the Woods, Grace and Culpepper.
Okay.
We have Wandering Pines. We have Brittany Campbell, and we
Ooh.
have Roderick Fox.
Oh, wow.
So there's a little bit of everything going to be
Right.
happening there.
Right. How were you guys able to pull this off?
Let's see. It's all about who you know, my
Right.
friend. And so when you have friends that have friends and you all want to do something good for your community, for a good cause, they get together and they show up for
Exactly.
each other. So,
Exactly.
and that's how we do in Meridian. We show up for each other and we make things happen.
Exactly. Before we get going, what do you want the community and everybody to know?
I want you to know that this event is for a good cause. Everything that is going on, the vendor fees are going to be supporting the CPC of Meridian, and that goes directly to support families who are experiencing a surprise pregnancy or a difficult time in their parenting journey. So if they're needing supplies, support, connection, education, all those things are free of charge at the CPC of Meridian, including our medical services, which not a lot of people know. We've been over a year now offering limited obstetric ultrasound so people know how far along they are when they're pregnant
Amazing.
and get them connected to the healthcare that they need quickly.
Awesome. That is amazing. Everybody 10 to 4 this Saturday on City Lawn right here in downtown Meridian. Thank you, Sarah, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for CPC hosting this event.
Yes.
And this first annual. We're looking to see many more after this?
I hope so. Like, we're trying to find our niche in Meridian, so I think music and food is a great start.
Right.
And if it goes well this year, maybe we'll have it again next year. So y'all please show up if you can this Saturday. You can bring the game on your cell phone. We'll watch it together. I think this weekend's only cupcake games, though.
It should be. I don't think Alabama, Georgia passed.
Yeah,
I'm a little sad about that one. But, maybe some cupcake games. If you like Georgia, you can watch them play Auburn.
But I like cupcakes, and they will be there at the end.
One last thing. How do they get in the live silent auction?
So to be a part of the silent auction, just come to the event and you can write down your name of the items that you're wanting to bid on. And there'll be a starting price for certain things, of course, but the highest bidder will walk away with those prizes. And I'm telling you all, check out the event page, Fam Jam, on the CPC of Meridian Facebook page, and just look at that long list of prizes. It's going to be great.
Awesome. You heard it here first. Thank you guys for joining in. Thank you, MCC, for sponsoring this event. See you Saturday.
Thank you.
All righty. All right. Thank you all for joining us today. I'm Ellison Hubbard here with Terrence Davis from City Hall. Well, excuse me, not City Hall, the City of Meridian.
The City of Meridian,
Exactly.
yes sir, yes sir.
I've just been looking at the candy crawl and seeing that everything's
Come on,
going
Doc.
on here. So, Terrence, can you kind of go in about this Saturday and the candy crawl that's happening in downtown?
Listen, we're so excited to do this candy crawl on a Saturday this year. Normally it's during a weekday, but we moved it to a Saturday for safety purposes only. For over the 10 years that we have had candy crawl, it has grown to such a massive event that we're now covering almost 6 blocks of downtown. Not just Dumont Plaza and City Hall, but also Connor Young on 5th Street.
So, tell the people what kind of food can they expect from Whiteman's?
Well, we're not going to tell you what kind of food or drinks, but we will tell you that they will all be delicious. They were wonderful last year, and they have just come up with some really great things for us. Like I said, it's 4 courses, 4 pairings, and you will have a drink that goes with each pairing. So we'll start with kind of an entrance and go all the way through dessert. So you will get plenty to eat, and it was delicious last year. No doubt it will be this year.
Let's say they do miss out on getting a ticket. There's no way, any way they can get in.
I'm so sorry. It is a ticketed event, so you have to purchase your ticket in advance, and this is to make sure that we have enough servings for everyone
Makes
there.
sense.
And so we really love the pre-buy tickets for us, so that way we're not overindulging anything and running out of anything, and that is real important for an event like this. But we're really excited, and we have 10 tickets left, so get your tickets.
10 tickets. You heard that. You have to get those tickets. I'm Ellison Hubbard.
And before we get into tomorrow's college games, we have our own helmet stickers along with Patrick and Carmen. So do you want to go ahead and give off yours?
Yeah, I'll go ahead first. We have the Newton County Generals. They dominated in their victory today. I don't even know how to describe a blowout like that. Sticker goes to you.
Yep, and they move on in the MAIS playoffs. Mine is to the team that just clinched their region for the playoffs next week, the West Lauderdale Knights. Shout out to Caden Peoples and company for getting the job done at Newton County. They are my helmet sticker of the week, and best of luck in the playoffs. Playoffs already for 4A down to 1A. A lot of our home teams already clinched home seeds. Some are going on the road. It's going to be a good couple weeks of football.
Right, I agree with you. I remember when I was in high school and I went to the playoffs all the way to the championship. I mean, it's something big. You take this serious. I mean, no matter who you play, no matter what they ranked in their region, they're going to come and bring everything you got. So
Exactly.
Playoffs is something serious.
Yep, and we'll get 5, 6, and 7A's bracket next week. So that's, Meridian, Neshoba Central. So come 2 weeks' time, we'll have everyone in playoff. And you just can't beat November football.
Right. I'm excited to see what Mississippi playoff football is all about.
It's fun. I would tell you that much
Really?
from covering it last year.
Okay, I'm excited. Let's get going.
But before we get into that, we do have some college ball this week. Over here on WTOK, starting at 11 o'clock, we have Duke Miami. 2:30 is the big world's largest outdoor cocktail party between Georgia and Florida. And then the nightcap is Texas A&M traveling to Columbia to take on the South Carolina Gamecocks. Of those 3 games, I know you're most looking forward to the Georgia-Florida. You're a Georgia boy.
Always.
You hate Florida.
I hate them so much. Let me tell you, that game, sometimes it's a hit or miss. There was a couple years ago, Georgia dominated Florida. I wasn't expecting that. There was years where Georgia didn't step up to the plate. So I'm not really sure. I know Billy Napier and the Florida Gators aren't that good, but they are going to play with everything they got to beat Georgia, especially after beating Texas like that. They're going to try and make an upset statement. So I'm excited to watch that game.
Yeah, especially, because in a few years' time, they're going to be moving out of Jacksonville while the stadium's under renovation. They're going to do 1 year in Atlanta and then 1 year down in Tampa.
Right.
So,
Which doesn't make sense to me. It should be home and home. You should be able to play in that stadium. I'm sure the crowds will be way crazier than in those other stadiums in Tampa.
I guess they're trying to make it as neutral as possible.
Fair enough, fair enough. Probably too many fights and things may happen. So.
But then you have the 11 o'clock game. Miami is on a roll.
They are.
You have a Heisman caliber quarterback. You have a Duke team who is up and coming.
Right.
New coach, new quarterback with Malik Murphy.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than people are going to say it is.
Yeah.
Like, Duke has actually played close.
They have. Did that coach come from Miami? Or
Yeah, Manny Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's going to have some type of little animosity against Miami and want to show that, I don't care what the scores were. I don't care how close we lost or won.
Yeah.
We're going to bring everything we got.
I mean, it's not like Miami's just going to come in and drop 100 on them.
They're not. They haven't really showed us like they should have against other teams. So
Yeah.
they're beatable.
And then the night game is A&M, South Carolina. A&M, 3-point favorite.
Right. Really?
Oh, after knocking off LSU last week, they go to Columbia, 3.5 dogs or favorites on the road. I think this game's going to be more entertaining than people make it out to be.
They're probably saying that just because they're going to a hostile environment.
Yeah.
And it's at night. So I definitely understand that. But like you said, A&M's been on the roll. So South Carolina, if they're going to do it, they're going to have to show up with everything they got.
So I think that will do it for this week. Go ahead and drop your predictions down below. And shout out to Marin Community College for sponsoring the Overtime Show. We will come back next week. But until then, I'm Will Royal.
I'm Ellison Hubbard.
We'll see y'all in 7 days.
Yeah.
Come out and enjoy the day with us and just experience this.
Yeah. This is step one of probably many steps that you guys are looking to build up.
Yeah,
so.
we've got some big ideas about how we want to inform people about what we have.
Yeah. So how can somebody find out more about this ribbon cutting and everything else if they were to miss it?
It's on the city webpage.
Okay.
It's this Tuesday at 10 o'clock. We'll be at the boat ramp. We'll have a short little program, and we will have an ATV to take some older people up the trails, or if you're having trouble, not everyone can hike or walk,
Exactly.
but it's a very easy trail to walk. It's very safe, and like I said, you don't have to go very far into the trail to see start seeing the tags.
Right. Well, that is amazing. Thank you, Craig, for all that wonderful information. Please be there 10 o'clock a.m. on Tuesday if you want to see this watershed arboretum put on by the city and brought to you by your father's ideas.
Yeah,
That's
thank
amazing.
you, Ollie Wilkes.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us on this digital news desk. Thank you, MCC, for sponsoring it. And we expect you to come back for more digital news desk. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, guys.
Of course. And we're